a Tuesday, and although it seems like I'm uploading a video every day, since the last video there's been a gap of 3 days. That's because I needed to catch up on the videos, the vlogs, the vlogmases, the vlogmasai, the vlogmai. So anyway, yes, I was catching up, and then, well, I had fun with the exports. I haven't had a clean export since the ones previously. And what it is, I'm going to lay the cards on the table. I haven't edited Friday's video, so I can't really comment on the outcome yet of that video. I'm going to obviously edit that when I get back after this drive. But before then, I think it's the last 2 videos. So Thursday's video, which I saw this morning, because it we uploaded this morning. It exported in the early hours, not that early hours, but early morning, about 4 o'clock mark, I think. Thursdays and Wednesdays videos have been really bizarre. I think it's because they were both 50 minutes long. So when I uploaded Wednesday's video, I thought I could upload and export, and it didn't work. So I thought I'd try, I don't know, I had a couple of attempts and it just wouldn't work. I thought to myself, well, obviously if it's under 40, it will upload and export. If it's over 40, then export, obviously, but if it's over 50, it won't export. And I've been using the YouTube preset for these criteria, and I thought, well, what am I going to do? I can't even upload, I can't even export after 50, so I had to use a custom setting for the over 50, for the over 50s, for the over 50 minutes. Thursday's one, the one I've just uploaded today, that took 2 attempts. Now bizarrely, knowing now that 50 minutes plus I have to use a custom, that's exactly what I did for Thursday's video. Today's one I uploaded today, and it failed. It said there was it couldn't recode something at a mark. It wasn't the time. It was some, I think, yeah, it was the 1105th frame. I mean, goodness knows. I suppose if I divide it by 30, I'll probably work out how where it was. But as it goes, the playhead stopped at the 2 minute 45. No, at the 45 minute 56 second mark. So what I did was I tested, say, 10 seconds before and 10 seconds after that point, and it worked. So I guessed, and I think I remember at the time what happened. I think I disconnected the plug from the mains, because the laptop had charged. And I think by creating a glitch, I think it sort of upset the DaVinci Resolve process and hence caused the problem. So I had a second go at the custom setting. I let it run overnight. Obviously there'd be no human involvement. So, and it worked, but it meant it finished, I estimated it would finish at, I think, 5:30 in the morning. I think. I did sort of have a rough idea, and it had. And I scrubbed through it before I uploaded it, and it seemed fine. So I'm bleary-eyed, just got out of bed to, yeah, I was going to say I had a bathroom break, but it may have been both. I think it was a bathroom break that woke me up. Gave me the chance to check the app, the export. So anyway, oops. So I had the bathroom break. Then I checked the output. You know, did a scrub through it quickly. Seemed okay. It was okay actually. There was no problems. Then I opened up the browser, uploaded it, and there I am, bleary-eyed. I decided to do the thumbnail there and then, which wasn't a problem. Not a problem at all. The only problem is every time the number in the vlog changes, and the date as well, it means I have to resize it. I have to resize both. And that's the only thing, it's just, you know, finesse. It's trial and error to get it as symmetrical as possible. video was uploading, I then uploaded the thumbnail and then just let it do its business. And then went back to bed, and then I thought, oh, this is going to take 1.5 hours to upload. And then went to bed, had a good sleep, and then I woke up, and of course now, because it's on YouTube, I mean, I can use my phone. Use the YouTube app on my smartphone to do the top and tailing, basically filling in all the fields like the title, the description, the tags, the recording date, and of course the end screen as well, which is a doddle, really. Using the finger instead of the mouse seems to be just as effective, if not more so. Then once I've done all the top and tailing, I can then set the private to public, and then it's live. Then of course I had my breakfast and cereals and watched the video. And soon after that, I started today's vlogging. Now, what have I done over the last 3 days? Nothing much. I watched the Irishman for a third time. Yeah. What else? Any other films? No, I haven't watched many films. I think I've been editing away. I think in that time I was able to upload 2 videos in one day, including the fun and games. Of the exports. I think there was problems with it crashing. Well, Shotcut was lagging, and I uninstalled it. I've already mentioned that in the previous Vlogmas vlog, and that was because it was lagging, but I didn't realise until afterwards that I had a really huge file in my recycle bin. If I had cleaned it out, it would have given the laptop more RAM, and then of course the lagging wouldn't have been so bad, and I would have proceeded with the edit instead of uninstalling it. But I didn't reinstall DaVinci because I kept DaVinci on the hard drive. Well, that didn't help with the lagging either. I didn't have trying to use 2 editors. Tried to use Shotcut, and I've got like I think a 5 gigabyte alternative editor still on the hard drive. No wonder it was lagging. In fact, because of the export, the situation with DaVinci, I was in two minds of using Shotcut. But as it goes, I found out today that there's a new beta. There's a beta 2 of the version 16.1 or version 16 of DaVinci Resolve. So when oops, bloody squirrel, bloody thing, did I go over it? Just stood there in the road, the squirrel. I slowed down, but it didn't move. I think it waited to the very last minute, then it jumps out the way. I looked in the rear view, but I couldn't see a splatter. In a way, I'm still in two minds now. Do I still stay with DaVinci or do I use Shotcut? I feel I stay with DaVinci. What I did over the weekend was catch up on the apprentices. There was 2 episodes, 2 or 3, including the interview show. And of course, after the interview, you're down to the last 2. So the finals this week, I think. And so there was like 3 episodes, and I just watched the last 20 minutes of each to see who got, which team lost, which ones were brought back into the boardroom, and then finally which one or ones got fired. I think in one episode 2 people got fired. I think it's strategic, because then you have the last 5. So it's almost as if they've cut out one episode, one task. Maybe they'll carry it over into the new series. Alright, I popped into Tesco when it was daylight. I popped out and it's now night time. Tesco, they sell these hand gels in a really dinky bottle, and they're the only ones who sell it. It's as to sell a different kind, but I like the Tesco's own brand. Alright, I've got that. So it's on my route home, so I thought I'd drop in and get it. Right, off I go. Well, I'm at the table. It's 5:30. I can't believe the time. Been back a few minutes or so. I've been back a few minutes. But I'm not going to start on the edit because I've got that to do. It's 11:10. I've got the editor open, but I haven't done any editing. I'm fixing the outro. That's because I'm using Shortcut, not DaVinci Resolve. I don't know what it was, just I'm going around in circles. Anyway, coincidentally, there's been a new release of Shortcut, but I was going to install it anyway. I just felt I don't know. I just thought it's quicker with Shortcut. Anyway, I do get bored using one editor. It's just an underdog editor now. Got a soft spot for it. Anyway, I'm using Shortcut, and I said previously that once I knew what the problem was with the text HTML effect, that I would fix it in the future. I said those words because I didn't know it would lag later on and it would cause me to uninstall it. And then I found that afterwards the lagging was due to a lack of memory, because I hadn't cleared out a really huge, massive gigabyte file that was in the recycle bin. So I thought it was quite unfair to treat Shotcut like that. But coincidentally there was a new release, and of course that means lots of bug fixes. And I haven't tried the the playback. I know it's going to be well, the playback in reverse is not going to be smooth. Well, I haven't tested it, I don't know, maybe. I had a quick look down the improvements, the changes, and it didn't catch my eye, but maybe it's there, you know, I don't know. So I've spent the whole evening trying to sort out this outro. Now, while I was having a chili con carne, I was seeing what was on Netflix, and I don't know what caught it. It was there. It was in the I don't know what category it was, but it was there, and it was a film called The Ballad of something Scrubs. I think I looked at the cast on my phone, so I should have the title. So as I open the browser, open the browser. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. And what made me open it out of interest was seeing Liam Neeson. And I thought, so I saw the poster of it and I thought, that's Liam Neeson, isn't it? So I clicked on it and it said Liam Neeson. It was directed by the Coen brothers. And the Coen brothers are similar to Steven Soderbergh. They're quite alike as directors. They have sort of stylistic ways of making films. So, once I clicked on it, with Netflix, when you hover your mouse on it, it starts to play in the background. And it was such a great opening shot with the book and these actors and the opening credits, and then it cut to the Grand Canyon, and it was so beautifully shot, the cinematography, that, and he had this singing cowboy at the beginning, and of course you're stuck. I started watching it, you know, and I thought, no, I've had my chili, I should be editing away now. And I was watching it for over 20 minutes. It's told in vignettes, and they're quite quick vignettes, but it's just, once you watch it you think, wow, it's very graphic as well. It's funny, it's fantasy, and it's quite violent as well, you know, because he's a gunslinger, but he's like Roy Rogers and Clint Eastwood rolled into one. So it's not cartoon violence, you know, because when he's singing along and he's being funny and he's using that old Western language, which is like it's like they swallowed the dictionary when they used to talk back in those days in the Wild West. And he's being poetical and he's singing, and he's really upbeat, this character. The actor is who plays the title character. This is the title character, Buster Scruggs, who's the singing cowboy, Tim Blake Nelson. I've seen him around in things, but I didn't know his name, and I can't remember what else he was in. He may have been in The Incredible Hulk. I'm not sure. I'll have a quick search if this is quick enough. Was he in The Incredible Hulk in 2008? Yes, yes. He was running. Yes, he was the one where I think when Tim Wolf turns into the abomination, a bit of the gamma ray or the gamma liquid fluid spills onto this actor's character, and of course in the comics it led us to believe he might be the Master, you know, the Marvel character who's a baddie, but they never actually tied up that loose end. Anyway, I'm digressing, but that's where I saw him before, and of course that's where, you know, when I saw him in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Buster Scruggs? Scruggs? Here we go. Ooh, Buster Scruggs, yeah. I thought, oh yeah, you got one of those faces I've seen before in supporting roles, and I had a feeling it might have been Incredible Hulk, but I've just confirmed it now. And there he is, singing away, and when somebody, you know, bad, he tries to muscle on him, and you think he doesn't have a fair fight, but he's a gunslinger, and he shoots the villain, if you like, and it's not a comic violence. You see the red dot appear and it's dripping blood. It's really graphic. It's like realism, a little bit of fantasy thrown in. But anyway, it's all these elements. You know, Coen brothers do this. They have a beautiful landscape and really juicy script, and you're just watching along. And this singing detective lost in the Grand Canyon, and he's talking to the camera. You think, wow, this is really good stuff. You know, really, this is incredible. You know, what the heck, sort of thing. What's going on here? And I've seen, I think, I'm on the third vignette, which is Liam Neeson's vignette, and I had to stop because I thought, well, I've got to start on the edit. So since then to now, I've just been pouncing about with the outro. I've been testing it as well, because I thought if I do it this way, there is no save as, so that theory I got stuck with that, and I couldn't find the file it's saving to so I could copy it. It didn't work like that either, so I've been trial and testing, and now I've found a way of doing it, and it's basically creating the text HTML effect instead of copying it. But you can copy the coding. Because it's HTML, you can see the source. I don't know what it's called. I think it's the what's it called? It's not important, but you've got what you see is what you get panel, and next to it is, I think, the coding panel. So you see how the code HTML code, what the HTML coding is, and I've been copying that and pasting it into a newly created effect, and just changing the text. So I've dabbled with HTML years ago when the internet first came out. 20 years ago it was, and so I knew, you know, it's common sense really. You see the words in the code, you just replace those words with new words, so that the text, you have thank you, and you got the music by, and you got the edited with, and then you got the actual end screen bit, which is previous vlog, best for viewer, more videos, family videos, and then the end. And I've just done it now, and I'm just playing through it. What I'll do is I'll create an MP4 file so that I can use it as a clip in future. It'll be more easier. But if I change the version of, if I have to make a change, like if I use a different editor version, well, if I have to make a change to it, I've also got the project. It's a project, so that's what I've been doing. So I'll probably do that. I've finished them, just testing it now. I'm going to export it, see if there are no text problems like there were a few days ago. Then I'll keep it, as I said, as a clip to be imported in, and then I'll probably work on the first clip of the video and then stop and call it a day. That's the plan. So as it's 20 past 11, I just want to say thank you for watching. It's much appreciated, and I hope to see you, so to speak, in the next one. Ciao. Close your eyes, open them. Right, that was weird because it said failure, but when I opened the file, it was okay. So I thought, oh, maybe it's because, well, I won't tell you. I did find out, I think I know what the problem was. So I saved it to the flash drive, and I thought maybe saving it to a flash drive is not a good idea. So I saved it to the desktop, and there was no error. So for a minute there I thought I was going to get the failure message all over again, but firstly, despite the failure message, the output was a success. If I save it to the hard desktop, which is the hard drive of the laptop, then there will be no error. However, I haven't opened the report. I haven't opened I'm sure it's okay. Yeah, I'm sure it is. If there isn't, there will be a caption behind this clip which will say the file did not work. The mystery deepens. Well, it's about nearly 20 to 12, so I think I better wrap things up. Yeah.